everybody! Today, we'll look at how to install and use Python. In this video, we'll begin our adventure with Python. We'll even run our first line of code, but first, we need to install it. To install Python, head over to python.org/downloads. Next, if this is the OS you're using, hit this yellow button right here. If not, you can select one of these links to download the correct version of Python for your OS. Once it successfully downloads, run it. You should then be able to install Python. Since I already have Python, it'll ask me if I want to uninstall it, which I won't, cause if I do, then there wouldn't be a tutorial. However, you probably haven't already installed Python yet, so let's install it now. On the screen, you can install Python. You can now simply click Install Now to have everything installed. Once you have installed it, let's open it up. Python comes with several programs that we can run, but the one we want to do to code programs is an IDE called idle. Once you have found it, let's open it up. When you open it up, you'll see the shell. This is where you can type in one-line commands and get an immediate response. You see, computers don't understand our language, so we have to type in simple Python commands in order for it to do the instructions we give it. Let's try it now. See those arrows? It's waiting for us to type in a command. Start by typing in the word print, and the word should turn purple. That's because it is a function, which is a command that does something. In this case, displays text into the shell. Now, when I first saw the print function, I thought it printed something to the printer, but that's not what it does. But if we hit enter now, it'll only give us some information about the function. We need to tell the computer what to print. So after we type in print, type in 2 parentheses. This is how we give information to the function, in this case, to print something. Now, inside the parentheses, we need to decide what to print. Start by typing a quotation mark, then the phrase hello world, and then another quotation mark. The text inside the quotes is called a string, which is basically a piece of text. Now, you might wonder, how does a computer know what text to execute or run, like functions, and what text to print to the shell, like a string? Well, when we type in 2 quotes, any text inside of it is a string. The computer will automatically know to just treat the text inside of it as just plain text, instead of executing any functions inside of it. That is one cool thing about strings. Now, put your cursor at the end of the function and press enter. And look, it displays the text, hello world. Great! If it doesn't work, make sure you spelled print correctly and have both parentheses and quotation marks. In Python and other text-based languages, you have to make sure you spell each command exactly right, or else you'll get an error. If you do get an error, Python can be really helpful in isolating that error. As you can see here, Python is telling me that there's no such thing as pint, and it's asking me if I meant the function print. If it does work, then congrats, you just created your first Python program. Okay guys, it's time for a challenge. Inside our Hello World program, can you change it so it displays different text? Well, all you have to do is change the text inside of here. For example, I can type in hi. Another thing you can try is printing to new lines. Above your enter key on your keyboard is a backslash. If you type in that backslash and then the letter N, it creates a new line inside of a string. With this, the possibilities are endless. I'm sure you have some amazing ideas for what you can print. Today, we went over many terms, including idle and the shell. We learned how to print onto the screen using the print function, and how strings contain text. We even made multiple lines within strings using a special escape character \n. Next time, we'll cover variables in Python, which sounds like really complicated math, but don't worry, it isn't. We'll even make our computer greet us using the input function. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Watch out for lesson 2. Be there or be NC squared. See ya.